A horrific mass shooting incident has rocked the Russian city of Kazan. 7 children and a teacher have been killed, and at least 16 people, including 12 children, have sustained injuries. As per Russian media, some students were able to escape the building during the attack, while the others remained trapped inside. The footage on your screen shows some children attempting to escape the crime location by jumping off the school building. As per preliminary information, 2 unidentified people opened fire at a school in central Russian city of Kazan. The reports say that a 19-year-old, who is one of the attackers, has been arrested, and the second gunman has been killed. The Russian security forces circled the entire area of the school. Fire services and police vehicles were seen lined up in the nearby streets. Police have opened up a criminal investigation into the shooting, and additional security measures have been put in place in all schools in Kazan. The Tatarstan president, Rustam Minnikhanov, has arrived at the scene. Dozens of people, including parents of students, lined up outside the school. The governor of Tatarstan Republic has announced a day of mourning to honor the victims of the mass shooting. And Russia's emergency ministry has sent a plane with doctors and medical equipment to Kazan.
Прежде всего, большая беда. Мы потеряли 7 детей, ученики 8 класса, 4 мальчиков, 3 девчонки. Они погибли вот здесь, на 3-м этаже. И 16 человек сегодня, сейчас находится 12 детей, 4 взрослых в госпитале. Террорист арестован, 19 лет, официально на нем зарегистрировано оружие. Других пособников пока не определили, идет следственное действие. Все силы развернуты, конечно, все, что необходимо, будет оказана помощь и школе, и семьям. И сегодня большая трагедия для всей нашей республики, для нашей страны. Мы очень сожалеем, что так получилось.
The gunman opened fire at the school number 175 in Kazan city, which is the capital of Russia's Republic of Tatarstan. The Russian President Vladimir Putin has expressed his condolences to families of victims and those injured. Putin has also ordered a review of gun control laws after the horrific incident. A Kremlin spokesman told media that President Putin has given an order to urgently work out a new provision concerning the types of weapons that can be in civilians' hands, taking into account the weapon used in the attack. Now, our correspondent, Julia Chapman, is joining us live from Moscow for more on this horrific story. Julia, thanks for being with us. Now, we know an investigation has been opened. Any idea as to the motivation? What are the details, the latest details that you have for us?
We don't know what the motivation might be. We understand that a 19-year-old suspect has been arrested, and authorities have clarified earlier reports that there were 2 perpetrators. They say that is not true. This was a lone gunman acting on his own to carry out this horrific school shooting this morning in the Russian city of Kazan. The number of people who were killed in that incident has also just risen to 9. We don't know how many of them were school children, but at least 7 of them were, as well as 1 teacher, and there are still at least 6 children in a critical condition in hospital. Some of them have been airlifted to Moscow for further medical treatment. The authorities have searched the home and evacuated the building where this suspect was believed to have been living. They don't have very much information about him. They haven't confirmed his name yet, although he is thought to have been a former student of this school who had been attending a local college until a couple of months ago. What we do know, what has been confirmed by Tatarstan's president Rustam Minnikhanov, is that he was a licensed gun owner and that the weapon he used to carry out this horrible attack was actually legally registered, and that has led to President Vladimir Putin to call for tighter restrictions on gun ownership in Russia.
Absolutely. On that, President Putin giving this order now to urgently work out the new provision concerning the types of weapons. Should this not have been done at an earlier stage? And what is the way forward in terms of tighter gun laws in Russia?
Well, Russian gun laws are already relatively strict by international standards. Mass shootings in this country are incredibly rare, and when they do happen, they tend to happen at schools. The most recent big shooting in the country was, in fact, in Russian-annexed Crimea in 2018, when some 19 people were killed at a college there by one of its students. It is relatively difficult to obtain a firearm in this country. You have to go through psychological checks, legal checks. You have to have a safe place in your home where the weapon will be stored. But we understand from one Russian lawmaker that the suspect involved in this attack only just obtained his license for a firearm about 2 weeks ago, and this attack came very quickly thereafter. So there are certainly questions being raised as to how he managed to pass the psychological checks that are necessary in this country, and going forward, how much further gun ownership will be restricted among civilians. There's certainly a very high level of proof that you are a responsible person to carry a weapon on you, and it needs to be stored very safely. And there were certainly some restrictions added after that shooting in Crimea in 2018. So what steps will go further, it's not yet clear, but President Putin is certainly insisting that something does change after this attack.
Julia, thank you for bringing us all of the latest details.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.